Hi Brian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Just some things on my mind.
Some things on your mind, are they good or bad things?
I would say bad.
Bad? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, today, Brian, I was hoping that we could try something a little bit different and we might be able to address some of those bad things that are going on in your mind right now. So I was going to introduce you to Sandtray therapy as long as you're open to it.
I was very concerned about why there's a box of sand in front of me.
So Sandtray is just a different technique that we use to kind of explore various things in our lives. So what we'll do to start, I'm going to leave it a little bit vague, but what we'll do is you'll go and you'll look through this cabinet of different objects, and then we can pick things that attract and repel you to describe possibly a current problem in your life. So that way maybe we can look at some of those things that are going on in your mind. Would you be open to doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you roughly about 5 minutes to grab different objects that you feel could represent a current problem in your life. And remember, you can grab things that attract and repel you, and then just place them in the sand where you see fit. Do you have any questions so far?
So just put them anywhere?
Anywhere. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, so I'll go ahead and let you pick a few objects that you feel could describe a current problem in your life right now, and then we'll talk about it in a few minutes.
Sounds good. Starting to hit a wall. I don't know what else to put in there.
Okay. So do you feel like, if you look at this, do you feel like you found everything that you could use at this current time? Or is there anything that you would like to add or change now that you're looking at it?
No, I think this is good.
Okay. Would you mind telling me a little bit about what you placed in the tray?
Well, this half over here, or this little corner, is my corner. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could add, I don't know, my wife, Princess. And then this is our son, Braxton. These are, well, there's supposed to be 3 dogs, but I had to use a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's okay.
the 3rd dog's as big as a horse. That half is the bad half, or the half I'm striving towards.
Mm-hmm.
So we got money, because I feel like money is an issue right now. Don't have enough.
Mm.
Work, because I just feel like I'm stuck at work. There's nothing much I can do. I want to change, but
Gotcha.
it doesn't seem fit right now. And then Hulk is my dad.
Okay.
And obviously a bridge, trying to get over there. But I can't.
Okay. Would you mind expanding a little bit more on maybe why you chose Hulk to represent your father?
Because he can just get mad all of a sudden for little things.
Get mad all of a sudden for little things. So I noticed that you have 2 gates blocking off the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
What does that represent?
Well, because it's like, I'm over here and I want the approval of my father. I want the money. I want to be happy at work. And the bridge is the way I need to cross to get to that point. But the gates are blocking it because I can't. There's a barrier.
Gotcha. So it seems like it's very difficult for you, like you feel very separated or disconnected from your father and possibly work and money at this time.
Yeah.
What are some things that you feel could possibly take that barrier down?
Communication.
Is that an area where you might tend to struggle with, maybe not only with your dad, but with others?
Well, I feel like I can talk about issues, but especially with my father, he's not good with the communication.
So it makes it hard.
So I can't talk to him about an issue because he will shut it down right away. Just like the other night, I just wanted to bring something up to my mother and him, and he got very upset and told me not to bring my son around anymore.
Whoa.
And he's the primary, my mom is the primary babysitter.
Gotcha. So that was probably a very overwhelming, very frustrating event for you.
Yeah.
When Dad told you not to bring your son over anymore, what was your original reaction? Because is that what kind of, it seems like it's building, causing this bridge to maybe be further apart? You cut more distance.
I just kept my mouth shut and walked out the door.
Okay. So it sounds like you...
Because I've dealt with it in the past.
So it's a regular occurrence.
Not as much as it used to be, but, I mean, it's happened before.
Looking at this, I noticed that you have just you and your wife and your family, and your pets over here, it looks like. Do you feel like these are the only people, or these individuals are the only ones that are really supporting you at this time?
Well, they're the only ones that really know anything.
Oh, okay. So it really is you guys against your dad. Is there anything, still looking at this, Brian, that you'd like to change at this time? If not, that's okay.
Not that I can,
Okay. Do you mind if there is nothing else that you want to add or change at this time, do you mind if I touch this?
Go for it.
Okay. If I turn it, do you see it any differently from this angle?
Yeah. I'm much further away from my issues.
You're much further away from your issues?
Yeah, like, I'm further away from the money and further away from, like, my family's just too far away.
Your family isn't quite there yet.
It's not close to me. I mean, I feel like I'm far away.
Okay. How does that feeling, or what is something that you might be able to do about that feeling?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Okay. You just don't like it. Do you mind if I turn it again?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. Can I touch this to fix it?
Yep.
Okay. So, if you look at it from this way, do you still have that same feeling that it's far away? Or how does it appear differently?
It's just different. It's like I'm looking at it from the side.
From the side?
Like I'm a third party. So it doesn't, and that doesn't seem like a bad side. This doesn't seem like a good side. It just seems like I'm watching, like it's a television. I'm watching it from,
like a television,
from the outside.
Okay, so you're able to see maybe a different perspective than maybe what you did when all of these occurrences were happening.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit more about your perception now compared to then?
It just looks like it's a battle between two opposing forces.
A battle. It's a strong word.
It's like a tug of war.
Tug of war. What do you, when you say tug of war, what do you feel that you're trying to have that tug of war match against?
I don't understand what you mean.
So you said it's like tug of war.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel like it's tug of war as in like trying to get these things?
No, it's more like this side will be where it is, this side will be where it is, and no matter which direction it starts to go, there's always a distance in between.
Oh, okay. I understand.
There's no solution. There's always that gap.
Okay, so you feel like there's going to be a constant barrier.
Yeah.
One other thing I noticed is that you placed the shovel on top of the bridge. Could you explain a little bit more why you placed the shovel there?
Well, because at times I feel like if I'm ever making any leeway towards the middle or the other side, I will just dig myself a hole.
Okay.
And I'm not actually progressing forward. I'm just staying where I'm at.
Sometimes it sounds like you feel stuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Looking at this a little bit more, Brian, I'm curious, what do you think could be some solutions to possibly help you either A, feel not so stuck, or help you maybe enhance that communication with your dad, or maybe get a little bit more money? What do you think is a positive solution that we might be able to work towards this upcoming week? So like a short-term kind of goal.
I think, just communication is what I'm striving for, and I think that's even though I don't want to talk to my father at this current time, I feel like that's the only solution that is going to need to happen.
Okay,
we need to break down a wall between us before we can shorten the gap.
Okay, so it sounds like you're willing to try to talk to your dad about the situation.
Yeah, I want to. It's like you can't seem to.
Okay. What do you think is something like an easy way that you might be able to start that communication? What is something that you could do to start it?
Find common ground, maybe.
Okay. Do you feel that could be something that you can work on this week, that can be a goal until I meet with you the next time?
I can do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for participating in this with me today, Brian. I mean, it sounds like we can really, hopefully we can work on that communication, and maybe you and your dad can find some common ground. And then if you are interested in this, we can try this again another time and maybe recreate it. Would you be okay if I took a picture of it today in case we do that?
Okay.
Awesome. All right, well, I'll take a picture in just a minute, and thank you so much for participating today.
Thanks for talking with me.